Today we're talking about grocery and food budgeting in a way that removes shame and replaces it with confidence, clarity, and community support. Food is a basic need, and navigating rising prices or tight budgets doesn't reflect failure. It reflects real life. My goal is to give you tools that feel doable, respectful, and empowering. Food choices are deeply connected to health, but so are income and access. In 2026, grocery costs continue to rise nationwide, and many families are stretching every dollar. These numbers aren't here to alarm you. They're here to validate what you may already be feeling. You're not imagining it. Food is more expensive, and many households are adjusting. This session is about practical ways to adapt without guilt or pressure. Stretching a grocery budget isn't about deprivation, it's about strategy. Small shifts like planning around weekly sales, choosing versatile ingredients, and using store brand items can make a meaningful difference. The goal is to help you feel more in control of your spending without sacrificing nourishment or enjoyment. One strategy that works really well for many families and something I personally use is shopping online for grocery pickup. It lets you see the price of every item in real time, compare cost across different stores, and track your total as you go. If you need to make adjustments to stay within your budget, you can do it before you check out without the pressure of being in the store. It's a simple way to stay intentional and avoid surprises at the register. Community co-ops are powerful because they're built on shared resources. Members pool their buying power, which lowers costs for everyone. Co-ops also create a sense of belonging. You're not shopping alone. You're part of a community that supports each other. Many families find co-ops to be a judgment-free way to access fresh, affordable food. I've added a website on the slide for quick reference. It's a national directory where you can look up food co-ops across the U.S. and find options in your area or anywhere you may travel. Discount grocery stores, whether deep discount chains like Aldi and Lidl or warehouse clubs like Costco and Sam's, can make a meaningful difference for families trying to stretch their food budget. Deep discount stores keep prices low with smaller selections and strong private label brands, while warehouse clubs offer major per unit savings on pantry staples and freezer items. There are simple ways to save even more. Discounted memberships, digital coupons, instant savings events, and even splitting bulk items or sharing a membership with a trusted family member. These small strategies can add up over time and help families feel more in control of their grocery spending. Meal planning is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and save money. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even planning just 3 meals ahead can make a real difference. The goal is to reduce those last-minute what's for dinner decisions, cut down on food waste, and make weeknights feel more manageable. This is about creating breathing room, not perfection. Start with what you already have at home. Let weekly sales guide your menu, and build a simple rhythm that works for your family. Even small steps like choosing one planning day or repeating a few favorite meals can bring more calm, more nourishment, and more predictability to your week. Accessing food resources should never feel shameful. These programs exist because everyone deserves to eat well. Whether it's a food pantry, a community fridge, WIC, SNAP, or a local assistance program, these supports are part of a larger safety net designed to help families stay healthy. Reaching out is a sign of strength and resourcefulness, not failure. If you want simple, judgment-free explanations on how SNAP or WIC work, I have short videos on sunnyvibes.com that walk you through each program in clear, supportive language so families can feel confident and informed. Technology can make budgeting feel easier and more manageable. Tools that track sales, compare prices, or offer cashback rewards can stretch your grocery dollars without adding extra work. These tools are designed to support you, not overwhelm you. Even using just one or two consistently can create noticeable savings over time. The goal isn't to use every tool out there, it's to find what fits your routine and helps you feel more in control of your spending. Now, even with great tools and smart strategies, the emotional side of food and budgeting still matters. That's why the next piece is so important, how we talk about these things as a family. Talking about food and money can bring up a lot of emotions, especially when budgets are tight. This slide is all about approaching those conversations with honesty, compassion, and a sense of unity. When we frame budgeting as a team effort, it helps everyone feel included rather than restricted. The truth is, grocery prices are up, and many families are feeling it. So these conversations aren't a sign of struggle, they're a sign of strength. They build resilience, they bring families closer, and they help everyone understand that we're making intentional choices together. The conversation starters on this slide are simple ways to keep things warm and supportive, celebrating small wins, involving kids in planning, and reminding the family that this is about working together, not placing blame. When the tone stays gentle, the whole household feels safer and more connected. Once we've opened the door to these conversations and created that sense of teamwork, the next step is giving families simple, realistic ways to put these ideas into practice, and that's where the next slide comes in. Small steps lead to real progress. You don't have to take on everything at once. Choosing just one or two strategies that feel realistic for your household is enough. Maybe it's planning meals on Sundays, downloading one savings app before your next trip, or checking out a discount store for the first time. Even looking up your nearest food pantry or co-op can be empowering because knowing your options builds confidence. The goal here isn't perfection. It's about building habits that support your well-being over time. Every intentional choice you make for your family's nourishment is a win, no matter how small it feels in the moment. And when we take even one small step, it creates momentum. It reminds us that we're capable, resourceful, and not alone in this. So as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with one final message. You're doing the best you can with the resources you have, and that deserves a real recognition. Food budgeting is a journey, not a test, and every step you take towards clarity and confidence matters. My hope is that you leave today feeling supported, informed, and encouraged. You deserve access to good food, dignity, and peace of mind. If you want more tools, walkthroughs, or supportive micro lessons, you can always explore additional resources at my website, sunnyvibes.com. There's a whole community here to help you feel less alone and more empowered. One quick reminder, this presentation is for educational purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or benefits eligibility advice. Always check your local guidelines or speak with a qualified professional for personalized assistance. Thank you so much for spending time with me today.